With the one and only Lewis Campbell. He is joining us from Cintigy Computer Systems in Farmington on the video link. Good morning. There he is. There he isn't. What happened to him? Uh-oh. He was just there a minute ago, and now he's gone. Lewis, can you still hear me? No. He has gone. Well, let's see if he comes back. We only have a couple of minutes this morning, so I was hoping that we would get a chance to chat a little bit about some of the news, technology news this week. But until we get Lewis back, we will just stand by for a couple of minutes here. One of the stories I did want to pass along about one of the stories I was going to pass along was about the engineer at Google who had said that one of their AIs was sentient. And the engineer has now been let go from Google, and so there's a lot of I think speculation about that and what's been going on. What this engineer thought that this AI that he had developed and invented and was working on had suddenly become kind of aware of its own being, and so that was some of the concerns. But Lewis, I don't see. I'm going to drop and restart here in just a moment, and we're going to see if we can get him back for just a couple of seconds here on the program. But let's see if he shows back up here in a minute. There he is. Lewis, are you there?
I was there the whole time, but I don't know why you guys couldn't hear me, so I disconnected and got back on.
Okay, well, that's what we did
But
too.
yes, engineer at Google got fired.
Yeah, thank you for listening to that ramble that I was doing while I was trying to get you back. But anyway, just interesting because a lot of folks are saying, is it a cover-up? Is it this? Is it that? And as usual, that's what we're getting after that happened. Mm-hmm. So what do you want to share this week?
Well, the other thing, it's tech earnings week. So all the big players are releasing their tech earnings, and basically it's kind of doom and gloom. Most of the big tech companies are down. We don't know for sure yet. It says this is the week, hasn't happened, but there's a couple of them are Tuesday, Meta's on Wednesday. The rest of them are Thursday, if I'm getting my timing right.
And I think a lot of that, people are wondering, if like the big companies like Facebook and Alphabet, Google, and all are having bad earnings, and they're so strong and so big, what does that mean for the littler tech companies, the littler mom and pops or things like that, right? If even the big guys are having a hard time with earnings this time of year.
Yeah, the big guys are having a hard time for a number of reasons, inflation and the prices and everything, but also, weirdly enough, Apple released a new version of iOS with a bunch of privacy features that include some really good features to be able to block tracking by targeted advertising systems. And it turns out that the huge impact on a lot of these companies, because so many of them are dependent on targeting ads, especially Meta. Their stock basically plummeted 50% recently, and they're expected to come out with less than predicted earnings.
Interesting.
We'll see how that goes.
All right, Lewis, I'm sorry we're out of time.
That's all right.
We will spend more time together next Monday. How's that? Thank you.
Works for me.
All right, that's Lewis Campbell from Cintigy Computer Systems with me right here on KSJE Farmington.